Good morning. So standing nice and tall, feet together. We're going to open your toes, open your heels. I'm just going to turn this light on actually. There we go. So your feet are hip width apart. Feel the big toe connected to the floor. Hi, Jennifer. And then out to the little toe and then into your heels. So just try that again. Feel the big toe on the floor, out to the little toe, and then back into your heel. Have your knees a little bit soft. Let's grow tall through the spine. So really try to lengthen taller, upwards through the spine with the shoulders down and relaxed. Collarbones nice and wide. Rib cage is relaxed as well. Your pelvis sitting on top of your thighs in a neutral position. And we're going to breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. And a couple more times, breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in. Thinking of your core as you exhale, drawing your lower tummy back towards your spine so we've set your center. And we're going to keep the center set. Have another breath and float the arms up into a chest stretch. And then coming all the way down, breathing in. Exhale, arms up. And coming down, breathing in. Exhale, try to lengthen. Reaching up, arms coming down. Get the tummy in. Let's do another one all the way up. And then arms all the way down, bend at your elbows. Let your elbows just hang from the shoulder joints, shoulders nice and wide at the front. And then we're going to open into down waiter and back to center. So exhale, open, stretching through the fingers, inhale, center. And those elbows are staying still, just close to your side, not quite tucking into the ribs. Imagine a golf ball in between your rib cage and your elbows. Just keeping it in place there. And then we'll add a knee bend. So stay nice and tall, but let the knees bend as you open the arms and up. So bend as you open and up. Spine nice and tall. Keep the neck long. So the knees are open as they're bending. Just a few more. Last one. And let the arms come down. Roll your shoulders back, up and back. And then into upper body roll. So rolling one shoulder, let it drop. Side bend. Bring the arm over, drop your head, roll to the center. And coming all the way up. Then to the other side. Shoulder roll. Side bend. Bring the arm over, drop your head. And all the way up. Shoulder roll. Shoulder roll. Stacking the spine up nice and tall. One more each side. Let that shoulder drop. Feel the stretch. And then rolling all the way tall. Roll one shoulder, let the shoulder drop and take your ear to the opposite side. So we're going to give your neck a little stretch. And then come back to the center. Roll the other shoulder, let it drop and take your ear to the other side. And back to the center. One more time each side. Shoulder roll, let it drop. Stretching across. And back. Roll, let it drop. Stretching across. And bring it back. So letting the knees bend and your arms come forward and up. You can let your hips bend if you want to sit a little bit back as you squat, that's fine. Just keep the back straight. So even if you're sitting back a little bit, the spine's still in neutral. Just bending a bit from the hips. So to feel the tummy still coming in as you bend. Two more. And then we're going to bring the hands just here, and we're going to bend the knees and hold. So lifting each heel, okay, we're going to go up, up, down, down, and then the other side, up, up, down, down, and then we're going to straighten our legs. Let's try that again. So pelvis is neutral, we come into a knee bend, and then we go lift, lift, lower, lower. Other side, lift, lift, lower, lower, and back up. We're going to do it one more time. Breath in, down and hold, lift, lift, lower, lower, lift, lift, lower, lower, and up, and then into standing clam. So we'll bend the knees and come down. Just move back a little bit here. So bend the knees, lift one knee, and then we open out and center. Out and center. We do 8 on each side. That's 3, 4. We've got pelvis neutral. 5, 6, 7, and 8. Heel down, back into standing. The other side, shoulders are relaxed. So bending the knees, lift the other heel. Pelvis is neutral, opening out and center. Out and center. Tummy in. 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Coming back, heel down and up. Into your reversed foot series. So up onto both toes, arms are forward. We're going to bend at the knees, lower your heels, and then into standing. Going up, bend, heels down, and stand. Coming up, bend, heels down, and stand. Up, bend, heels down, and stand. A few more. And breathe. And balance. Last one. Up, bend, heels down, and stand. Bring your feet apart. So we've got the toes slightly turned out. Pelvis is neutral. We're going to come into that squat where we're going to fold at the hips again. So we're going to widen on the knees. So we've got the knees going out that way. We're going to fold here at the hips, keeping the back straight. Feel like the sitting bones are going a bit wider at the back. Your neck nice and long. And then you tilt back and straighten up. Let's try it again. So bend, fold at the hips as you lean forward. Then you're just kind of scooping under and straightening back up. Coming down, tilt forward, tilt back, standing up. Coming down, folding here. Feel like the sit bones are widening. We keep the spine still, tummy in, then back and up. Couple more. Keep those knees nice and wide, tilting back and up. And up, good. Finishing that one. Keeping your legs where they are. And then we'll come into our stretch. So come down with the arms out. Arms up. Reach across. Lengthen with that heel on the floor. Breath in. Circle through. Coming up. Reach. Lengthen. Feel that nice stretch. Circle through. And up, spine twist, coming down. Keeping those knees open and the legs still. Turn your upper body. And back to center. Turn the other way. And back to center. And coming all the way up, hands on your hips. And you can bring your heels a little closer for side leg lift. So we're coming down, gliding across. Stay vertical through the body. Lift and lower the leg. All the way to the other side. Center, and then up. Other way. So weights on this leg, lifting the other one up and then down. Gliding across, weight on this leg. Center, and up. This side again, coming down. Tummy in, using your glutes. Good. That's it. And then this side. down, across, tummy in. Gliding across, stay without that bent knee, stay on that bent knee, that's it. One more time each side. Stay on that bent leg. One more time each side, stay vertical. Good, center, bring your legs back. And then into walking. So try to feel a nice stretch on the bottom of your foot as you come right up onto your toe joint, so the ball of the foot, taking your weight onto there. Feeling a nice stretch, getting the ankles and those little bones in your feet moving. So tummy in, pelvic floor lifted, nice and tall through the spine. That's it, lovely. Okay, and relax there. We've got some lunges now. I'm just going to bring the camera down a little bit. So standing, you can have your hands on your hips. You're going to take a wide step. Bend both legs. You don't have to touch the floor with that knee. And then push back from this one where you started. And then the other side. A wide step, bend, and push back. A wide step, bend. Try and keep that body upright still, so you're vertical through your body. Push back. And push. So good for those glutes, good for the leg muscles, good for your balance. You might even feel a stretch on your hip flexors of that knee that's going towards the floor. You might feel a stretch down in there, which is great. We're going to do one more each side. And then standing, ready for rolling down. Chin to chest. Continue rolling down, head leading the way. Knees a bit soft and your weight's a little forward over the ball of your feet. Hold for a breath in. Coming up. Stacking the spine bone by bone, opening the shoulders nice and tall. Take a breath in. And then chin to chest. Relax your neck. Just let your head drop. Hold, have a breath in. And then coming up. Open the shoulders nice and tall. Let's do another one. Just warming up your spine, letting it move. Let it bend. Let your head go. And then all the way down to the floor. Bending your knees, lower your hands and then your knees to the floor. And you're going to turn to lie on your back. So having your small cushion there. Your arms by your side. Let those shoulders just open and rest into the floor. Make sure your neck feels lengthened and you've got something there to support your head, but your face is parallel to the ceiling. You haven't got the chin poking up like this. So try to really lengthen the back of your neck. Shoulders wide, arms relaxed. Breathing in through your nose, out through your mouth. We've got the rib cage settled. Hips, knees, and ankles in a line. Feet connected to the floor. And your pelvis in neutral, we're allowing that space to be there. So breathing in through your nose, out through your mouth. Breathing in and out. Okay, so hopefully we're all in a nice relaxed rest position. We're going to engage your tummy. We're going to come into double tabletop to start with. If you don't want to start in double tabletop, then just do single tabletop. Scissors, that's fine, okay? If we're starting in double, you're going to come up, you're going to imprint into double and flex your feet. So we're going to do heel taps. Breath in, exhale, slowly down and up. Exhale, down and up. So it's fine if you want to work in single tabletop. If you want to work in double tabletop, then you're going to be like this. But rest whenever you feel you need to. If you need to stop before I do, that's absolutely fine. So shoulders wide and relaxed, rib cage down, breathing out and in, breathing out and in. Tummy in, tummy engaged. Nice and light heel tap. Make sure you feel that your knee is moving away from you. Even feeling maybe your sitting bones are moving towards the floor as you come into your tabletop. So it's not just a bend at your knees, you're actually moving from your hip. That leg staying 90 degrees and the whole leg's moving away from you. And back again. Tummy in, rib cage down, just a few more each side. If you need to rest, come down one leg and then the other. We're going to do one more each side. Going down one leg, then the other leg, and let's give your hip flexors a stretching out. So a pelvic tilt, squeeze the buttock muscles and try to open the front of your hips and just rest here in this position. Take a breath. Okay, and back, feet hip width apart, pelvis neutral. You can have your arms at your side or hands on your hip bones. We're going to come into one leg circle, level 1. Breath in, left leg into tabletop. Keeping the right side still, we're going to exhale and open that left leg, circle it round and inhale as we're bringing it back. So exhale, open, inhale back. So keeping that right hip down, right leg still. And your circle can be as big or as little as you want, but as long as you can control your pelvis, get your core working as you're exhaling there to help you. Keep that pelvis still. We do one more time round on this leg. And then tabletop and lower. Connect your left foot to the floor. Breath in, bringing the right leg into tabletop. We're going to keep the left side still. Breathe in, prepare. Exhale, open that right leg and round, breathing in as it's coming back above the hip and open on the exhale. And round on the inhale. Try to keep that left leg still. Control the size of the circle, making sure that tummy's working, pelvis isn't moving. We don't want it rocking side to side. Just 3 more. Into tabletop and lower. And then we're coming into a one leg stretch. We'll do level 2 and then we'll come into level 3. So it's back to a left leg tabletop. And then we stretch it out. Make sure the tummy's working now. We come back, take it down. So tabletop, exhale. Inhale back and lower. On the breath out. Hold for breath in. On the breath out, stretch. And back. So Pilates is about being precise with your movement as well as trying to make that movement flow with your breathing. Now that you know a lot of these exercises, see if you can fine tune them and make them really precise. A nice tabletop, thighs parallel, feel the tummy in so the pelvis is still, back to tabletop. Holding for a breath in here, starting on your breath out, not your breath in, and then breath out. Let's do one more each side in single tabletop. And then we're going to come into double. Now when we come into double, you don't have to, you can still do single. But we're going to place our arms on either side of the knee, or if you can actually stretch your outside arm towards your lower leg, then that's where it should be. Then we stretch the free leg. And then we come back, change those hands over. So we're inside of the knee, outside of the lower leg, and we're back, change over. Not to grip hold of your leg. You get your tummy in, that's where the control's coming from. Shoulders down and relaxed. Switching over. You don't have to use your arms. You could be sticking to the single tabletop if you wish. So exhale. Inhale back. Exhale. Inhale back. Shoulders down and wide. Back of the neck nice and long. Couple more each side. You can rest when you need to. Coming down one leg and then the other. Make sure your feet are hip width apart and connected to the floor. We're going to bring our arms up as if we're hugging a tree. So we've got soft elbows, hands are in line with the breastbone, fingertips are having a look at each other. Breath in, we're going to open one knee and both arms into chest stretch arms, and then back above the breastbone. So we open in line with the shoulders, and then back in line with breastbone. Make sure your hands don't end up here over your face. They're just here with our shoulders relaxed down. Nice and soft opening of the arms. And then one single knee opening out, the other one's perfectly still. So through the body, there's no movement. Just your one leg, both arms. Try and keep wide across those collarbones, shoulders relaxed down. Just a couple more to each side. And then when you finish, you're going to keep your arms here, but we're going to keep the legs still. So the arms, your palms can face each other, shoulders relax down. Rib cage is going to stay down as the arms go overhead, and we're going to do a little circle round back above the shoulders. So it's exhale, inhale round. Exhale, feel the rib cage pressing into the floor. Inhale round. Try and feel the rib cage going one way as the arms are going the opposite way. Just a little circle, and one more time. Holding the arms here, palms facing, shoulders are down. We're going to lift the arms up towards the ceiling, and then let them rest down to the floor. Breathing in, breathing out, let them drop. Breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out. One more. Keep those shoulders nice and relaxed. Add your leg stretch. So stretching one leg, arms overhead, rib cage down, circling round. You don't have to use the arms. You can just do the legs if you want to let your arms rest at this point. If you want to keep the arms going, then keep them going. Stretch them back, rib cage down, little circle round. The pelvis is still. So if you want to just be doing your legs, you can have your hands here, making sure those hip bones are just pointing up to the ceiling, and we're not getting any tilt of the pelvis. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. Or you've got your arms coordinating with the movement on a breath out, breath in back. Couple more each side. And then you can let your legs have a stretch. We're going to have a hamstring stretch. So bring one knee in towards your chest. Feel the stretch there. And then hold behind and give it a stretch up. You move your foot if you like. And then we'll bring that leg down. Make it go straight. Try and keep it as flat on the floor as you can, while the other one's coming up and into the chest. And then hold behind and coming up. Moving your foot. And then bringing that one down as well. So both heels are going to be a little closer to your bottom. You're going to have your arms by your side with the palms facing up. You can take your cushion out if you want to. Shoulders nice and wide. We're going to come into a bridge, and when we get to the top of our bridge, we're going to add a heel lift on each side twice. And then we're going to scoop up and lower all the way down. So a breath in, exhale, up into that nice bridge with the rib cage relaxed, lifting the heel, and again. And then scoop up and lower all the way down into that neutral position. Breathing in, exhale, lift, 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 and lift. Scooping up, lowering all the way down. Breathing in, exhale, scooping up, bringing it all the way down. Breathing in, try and feel that stretch on your thighs, pelvis tilted. I'm going to do one more. Okay, when we come into the bridge next time, we're going to come into tabletop. If you don't want to quite come into tabletop, you can still continue lifting your heels or bringing your foot just off the floor. So let's have a breath in, pelvic tilt, coming up into your bridge. And then this time, we're stretching on the one thigh, bringing the other one into tabletop, lowering down, keeping that tailbone scooped up. Other side, coming down, scooping up, lower all the way down. Make sure that chin isn't poking up to the ceiling. Try and keep it down. Keeping the neck long. And then the other side. Breathing, stretching that supporting leg all the way down. Scooping up and lower. Let's do one more. Scooping up and all the way down. Just take your knees now from side to side, just to release your back. Okay, and back to center. So we're going to do one more with shoulder bridge. And when we come to tabletop, this time we're going to straighten the leg and bend the leg. So we're going to do 8 times on each side, okay? If you can lift your heels, you can modify it however suits you. So into a tabletop and hold, and then we straighten and bend. Keep really stretching on the other side. So 5 more. 5, 4, 3. Keep lengthening that other side. 2, last one. And then down, scooping up all the way down. And that again on the other side. And up, bend. Four more. Keep pressing that supporting leg away from you. And then down, scooping up and all the way down. Bring both knees into your chest. Lovely. Have a little stretch there. And the last one we're going to do here now is abdominal preparation. Don't need that release. So you can have your arms here. We're going to engage your core, and then we're going to let the rib cage slide towards the hips. So it's a breath in, coming up. So the tummy's working. Your arms can be here, or they can be behind your head. So you can be supporting your head if you like, and then coming down. So breathing in. See if you can engage your tummy. Lengthen and let the rib cage feel like it's sliding to those hips. Hold for a breath in, breath out, down. Or your arms are here, collarbones are wide. Tummy in, stretch. Exhale up. Tummy in, exhale down. Couple more. Try and keep your feet on the floor. Last one coming up. Good, and then just give your body a full stretch out. Okay, we're going to turn onto your side. You can grab a drink. You only need your big cushion to sit on. So you'll be on your side, underneath the arm out. Small cushion goes in between. And then we're going to bend your knees forward. Excuse me. So make sure we've got shoulder over shoulder, hip over hip, knees together. And we've got the rib cage in line with the pelvis, and that shoulder and neck nice and relaxed. Ready for clams level 1. Have a breath in, breathing out, coming up, and down. Good. Remember to let that top hip bone have a look at the floor. So as you're doing your clams, you're not starting to roll back. You'll feel it more in your glutes. You have it more controlled. And just one more. Good. And then we'll do level 2. So the feet stay together but off the floor. You still keep hip over hip and right on your side. Now we're bringing that top knee up and slowly down. Good. Breathing out. In. Controlling your leg, going all the way to the top. Last two. And if you want to stay here at the top now and lengthen your leg, you can, or you can lower your knee down and rest. We're going to take it straight and bend, straight and bend. One more. And then knee down, legs down. Good job. So now you can take your top leg or both legs straight. We're going to do side kick. I'm going to keep my bottom one bent today. So you can take your leg to hip height, flex your foot, stretch your heel away. Just really feel that lengthening through the leg. Try and keep right on your side again. Make sure you're not rolling forward. We're going to keep the rib cage in line and the rest of your body super still. And then we're ready to point the foot, glide forwards, and flex and glide back. So the whole time your pelvis, the body is still, just your leg moving. So it's not got a huge range to move. If you're going to keep it really controlled, try not to get into swinging the leg forward and back. Keeping that body still. If you've got your leg straight and you want to work even harder, take that hand just off the floor and try and control it. So you like that, which is much trickier to try and stay on your side and not let that rib cage start joining in, moving forward and back. So everything's got to stay super still. You can have your hand on the floor. Keep it really precise. Really feel those glutes working. You got your core engaged. Trying to lengthen your legs so you're hip over hip. And last two. And then down you come. So now we're going to do lift and lower. So we're going to keep the length in your side, keep the little gap under here the same. Have a breath in, lifting up, and flex to come down. Try and push your heel away from you. Lifting up, and pushed away. Last two. And you can give your hip rub there. Let's reward. And then we're going to sit onto your bigger block. So bringing yourself up. And you can have your legs crossed, actually. We'll do spine twist. So your legs can be open if it's more comfortable, or crossed if comfortable. Make sure your pelvis is nice and upright. Spine lengthened. Hands together, thumbs into the breastbone. So fixed to the chest. Shoulders are wide and gliding down your back. I'm going to do a spine twist. Have a breath in. On the breath out. Turning to one side, hold. Take your breath in and back to the center. Breathing in. Exhale. To the other side, hold. And back to center. Breathing in. Exhale. Try and keep those shoulders down. If you want, on the next couple, add a double turn. So breathe out, see how far you get. Hold for a breath in. And then see if you can squeeze a little bit more out of that rotation, but without hurting yourself, so don't force it. So breathing in. Exhale, turn. When you think you've gone as far as you go, hold for a breath. And see if you can turn any more. You might get a little bit further. Back to center. Try that again. Exhale. Breathe in, hold. Exhale again. And back to center. Stay nice and tall, shoulders down. And see if you can squeeze a little bit more. Let's try it one more time each side. Nice breath in. Breathing out. Back to center, shoulders wide and down. Last one to the other side. Nice breath in. Turn a bit further and back to center. Let your arms go and grab hold of your head cushion. Bring it to the other side. Underneath arm out. And clams, level 1, we're starting with. So once you feel that you're in a straight line, bring those knees forward. So you've got knees together, hip over hip, rib cage in line, right on your side, shoulder, neck relax. And then we're ready to go. So have a breath in, breathing out, coming up and down. Making sure you don't start to roll back. So the whole time keeping this hip bone, feeling like it's looking a little bit at the floor. And then taking your leg as high as you can go without the hip rolling back. One more to go. And then hold here. So level 2. Knees are on the floor, the feet are in the air and together. Still hip over hip, tummy in. And then we're going to bring that top leg up and control it down. So last 2. If you don't want to keep your leg there on the next one, just bring your legs down or hold it here. And we're going to straighten and bend, straighten and bend. 3 more. And then knee down, feet down. Both legs are just top leg goes straight. You're going to keep pelvis square, leg to hip height, flex your foot, give that leg a nice stretch out. Make sure you haven't rolled onto your rib cage or your front, you're on your side, rib cage in line with your hips. And then we can point and glide forwards, flex, glide back, tummy in. And if you want to work harder, you can have both legs straight. You can have your hand off the floor if you don't feel you need it there. But just see how much harder it is when you do that. You've got to really use your core to make sure the body doesn't move. So we've got the last 2 coming up, nice and steady and controlled. and then all the way down. You can keep your bottom leg bent, or you can have both legs straight for lift and lower. We want to make sure that your hip has lengthened from your shoulder. Maintain a little space under the rib cage. Have a breath in, coming up, and flex to lower. Nice straight leg, work those quads as well. Push your heel away. Coming up, push your heel away. Three more. Last one. All the way down. Give that hip a rub there. Okay, we are going onto your front. You want your cushion under your head, arms by your side for breaststroke preparation. Okay, so down, arms by your side, pelvis tilted, so you've got your core engaged, shoulders are relaxed. And we're going to widen the collarbones, float the arms, stretch the fingers. Hold there, we're working, strengthening around the shoulder blades. Breath in. And if you want to work your neck muscles, add floating your head off, keep the neck straight. Still working around those shoulder blades, widening those collarbones. And down. So breaststroke preparation level 1 or 2. Try to make sure the core is working underneath, so you've got a nice straight, lengthened back. Widen on those collarbones at the front. And each time, just let your shoulders come all the way down, so you can reset them. And we'll do one more. Coming down, bring your arms into position for swan dive. So we've got elbows just below your shoulders. Got your head still supported on the cushion. Shoulder blades gliding down your back. Tailbone tilted so your core is engaged. Arms are nice and wide from your body. They're not in here, so take them out wide. And then hovering the breastbone, hold. Still working your neck. And then lower. Try and feel that your tummy muscles are working each time that you're about to lift up. You got your tummy coming away from the floor. Last two. Okay, and then we'll come in, just bring your hands a bit closer, and we'll come into a couple of cobra stretches to stretch out your abdominals, mobilizing your back. Shoulders are down, and then you're going to bend your elbows and lower. And again. We'll do one more. Good, and then coming up into all fours. So have your knees underneath your hips and some space between them. Your hands under or just forward of your shoulders. Shoulders are relaxed, and we'll come straight into your cat-cow stretch. Breath in, tuck the tailbone under, lift your spine towards the ceiling, let your neck relax. And then tailbone out, hollow, looking forward, shoulders down. One more time, all the way up to the top. And then into neutral. So in this neutral position, make sure you've got your tummy muscles drawing up towards your spine. We're going to keep contact with the floor so you can keep it really controlled for swimming level 4. So the body is still, but your leg and opposite arm glide on the floor and then back underneath. Glide on the floor and back underneath. So you're maintaining the breastbone lifted, the tummy lifted, your neck long, shoulders are still. It's just the arm lengthening from the shoulder. Good. And then you can take it further. So then we can get to there and float just off and down. So keep it really precise. We're going to lengthen, the body hasn't moved. Arm floats, leg lifts. Tummy working the whole time. Doesn't matter how high the arm goes. You want to keep the shoulder still. Couple more each side. Engage your core. Keep the neck long. And then you can have a shell stretch. So we're going to sit right back. Stretch the arms forward. Head down. Reach the arms forward. And then coming back into your rest position, into your all fours for threading the needle. So here, we're going to reach up and open the chest, and then bring the arm down, hand on the floor, reaching through. You can turn your palm down, press it into the floor, and then bring it back. Other side, coming up, coming under, palm can go down, you can gently press into the floor. And then back, up, through, pressing down. Pressing down. One more each side. And down press. So some nice rotation there. You can tuck your toes under, walk your hands back towards your knees, roll onto your feet, and all the way up. And then back to standing, feet hip width apart. Nice and tall through the spine. Breath in, engage your core. And then we're going to spread your arms out like wings, nice and wide up behind your head. Lift the shoulders, drop the shoulders, reaching up, All the way down, breathing in. Behind your head, lift, lower, reach, all the way down, one more. Spread wide like wings, all the way up, stretch. And all the way down, give your shoulders a shake. Exhale, a clap, well done.